groovy chicks and hip cats. Welcome back to the Jazz Ranch. We're back up north, and I had a special request to do the song Wave by Antonio Carlos Jobim, the great Brazilian composer. And this song is very interesting because it's in the key of D major, which is 2 sharps. I'm going to be dividing this video into 3 sections. First, talking about the chord voicings, and then playing the melody using rhythm in the left hand and the metronome, and then improvisation. So the metronome is going to play an important part in this video. So here we go now with Antonio Carlos Jobim's great composition, his most famous one called Wave. This was a requested video that I play Wave, and I'm going to show you 3 different aspects, 3 sections. First one being chord voicings, the second one being playing the melody in rhythm, and then this third one being improvisation. So first section is playing it out of tempo or in rubato style on the melody. Now I have this D minor G7. Now it starts out with a locked hands technique on the melody, then a spread voicing. So here it is. That's doubling the melody note in the left hand. Now the next thing that happens, and this is the distinctive thing about this first section, is that I'm playing on a diminished chord. It's a B flat diminished, like B flat diminished, like that. But I'm voicing in a way that is unusual, shall we say. In other words, it's like this, sharp 9s, and then moving them up like this. So it goes like this. Now you might have to work on that a little bit or study it, but it's a great sounding. It's this one of the tricks of the trade, shall we say. It's like that. You see, there's the diminished chord, but I'm adding that note, which creates a sharp 9 voicing, and then I'm moving it up in thirds there. That's a half step there, but then in thirds like this, like. Now that's a very interesting voicing, like. Right. Then I go to a rootless voicing there. So that's the first interesting thing or unique thing that happens here in the harmony. Now there's a variety of ways you can play that. I played it in the left hand, but you could play it in a combination of right and left, however you want to voice it, whatever's comfortable for you. The rest of this now is mostly just rootless voicings with octaves in the melody. So rootless down here. Now here you have an important thing that happens. That 13 moves down to a flat 13 to a B. This is an F sharp 13 to a flat 13. So you want that inner harmony to happen there. B9 and then the B flat 9. Let's see, I get that. There you go. Rootless voicing here. Now I did this is just parallel harmony. Now, okay, so it's there, moving it down, parallel. Like that. I want to talk about how to play the drop 2 technique on the bridge. Now, you have this 2-5-1 into F, and then 2-5-1 into E flat. And that's the bridge. So now, like, we're just going to voice it in the right hand like this. G minor 7, D 7 flat 9, of the 5 chord diminished. Like that. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. When I take the 9 voicing, I'm going to take that second note from the top, put it down there in the left hand, like this. Okay. Like that. It's going to sound like that. Continuing F minor 7 to B flat 7 to E flat major. That's going to be diminished there. Diminished again. So now if you're playing the melody, you don't have a backing track. In other words, you're not playing with a rhythm section. You want to just keep time. You want to get a good rhythm going in your left hand. Use the metronome. So I can't emphasize the importance of the metronome. You see, now that locks me into the tempo. No matter what I'm doing, if I get off, if you get off, you're going to know right away. Like, so you have to practice your left hand. Now you can play different rhythms. You can play. So that left hand bass line you see is so important. Now you can play different rhythm. You can play this. Whatever's easiest for you. Keep time. Let's try it with the melody. And simplify the left hand. That metronome will keep you in time. You might want to practice just the melody in time. Okay. You can go off the beat, but you get back on. Let's try the bridge. Now you can play it that way or this way. Or this way, how about that? See, so there's two ways to practice it, either with bass line or with chords. But the metronome will keep you right on the beat, and you'll be steady, and you'll be able to play with a rhythm section and have no problem. Briefly on the improv, this is not an easy tune to improv on, because you have D major, so you're in two sharps. You have a diminished chord, a diminished scale, 2-5-1 into G major. So I use the on the D7 I use the tritone substitute. So I use the A flat chord against it. G major, G minor. Now here's the tricky part. That chord there, now that's an F sharp, so we have that scale, and then you have a B7. So you have two scales there that are difficult to play. Then you have a B minor. Now just to sort of approach to a minor, D minor, like. D minor. Now the bridge is easy because it's just 2-5-1 into F, 2-5-1 into E flat. So you know. That part's easy. What's difficult is the A section with the diminished chord there now, 2-5 with the G major. Now this chord, that's the tricky one, the F sharp chord, you know, like, so you have to find that scale. F sharp 13, you know, so, and then B. I'm using mostly just Mixolydian scales there. Into D minor. So that's it. Signing off from the Jazz Ranch. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I want to give you a little shout out on my book. This is my book called Jazz Piano Methods and Songbook for Professional Playing. I've sold thousands of copies. I have a special sale going on right now. If you buy my book, you'll get my 140-page appendix of exercises for free. All you have to do is order my book through my website and then write to me, and my email address is below, and I will send that to you directly to your email. So please check out the videos I've made on both books so you can see everything that's inside them. Where can you go and see a complete inside of a book on a video? Only here at the Jazz Ranch. So thanks for tuning in today. Please give me a comment. I love to hear from you. I always answer all comments. You'll see that I do answer all comments if you give me enough time. And until next time, in the words of my great friend upstairs, Hermie Dressel, I'll say, swing loose. We'll see you next time around. Be cool. Bye-bye.